What's going on, my great growers from around the world? This is dieback back once again with a quick little video. He's want to touch on the subject about your type of dryback and how it affects your vines, and it's better and good to detect it when you have chances and time, trying to control it, because it will damage your vines pretty bad to the point where all the spurs will die and you will get no fruit. If you notice the shoots here on these vines that I'm showing you, they're a little bit smaller from the previous video that I put just the other day. I'm in a different location, different vineyard up in the Sierra now, working on this vineyard, the Syrah block. So it's colder up here, so everything grows a little bit slower. We're probably like about maybe 2 to 3 weeks behind from the other vineyard that I was working. Man, we're already ahead of schedule. And so eutypa, it's something that a lot of people are familiar. And if you're not familiar with eutypa dryback, it's basically wood starts drying. I just cut this arm. It starts drying from the inside, and sometimes it's hard to spot. But once you notice that something's wrong, is when your spurs will start to die. And here's one good example. This is a dead arm. I had to cut it because it was not producing anything anymore. The only way you can do your best is trying to find the pink wood that is alive on the vine that is still intact on the ground. Sometimes you'll have a half of a pie that it's alive and half is dead, so you gotta do your best uh, knowledge. Use your imagination to your best of your abilities to try to find the best wood that is more alive and cut everything off. Once some of these shoots grow, either from the bottom or on the top, I will make a new arm and put it back over here on the wire so I can fill in this gap that I just opened. I'll give you an example what I did over here in one of these vines. This is a new arm from last year. I trained the one of the shoots. It looked like just one of these. It started off like this. Now it's looking a little bit more mature. I mean, it's gonna take a few years to in order to get back to shape with this one over here. I basically cut off the dead arm and look for the pink wood. Always when you do the cuts at an angle, that way the sap can leach down. Also, when you make those new cuts, don't do it too close to the brand new arm that you're gonna make, because no matter what, the cuts will dry out a little bit to seal, and then if it's too close to the new one, it can damage your new arm. um so there's a lot of work to do out here. um One of the problems here too is the gophers. If you got gophers, you got to get rid of them the best you can, because what happens is they dig tunnels under the vines, and so the irrigation might not be hitting the actual roots because of the tunnels, so the water just goes somewhere else where it's not supposed to. So that's another problem here with the gophers. Lack of water, lack of irrigation can damage your vines for sure, and causes a problem like you see right here. I just cut it off. I have this new one trained. I'm gonna put it on the wire. During this stage, obviously you have to be very careful because they are tender, so they'll fall with any little touch, any movement that will hit the or bother the new shoot, and it will drop. So just be considerate with that. um I try to look for the pink wood. You see how this little pie right here, it's dead. This other side, it's alive, but what happens is the vine's just trying to survive, so it starts like basically sucking the juices from the tips. All the way it works the way out here, it's surviving, trying to survive itself. But it gets to the point where it's gonna get to the main body, and then let's keep doing the same thing. So irrigation is very important. I see a lot of problems like that, and many vineyards, especially when they do the what's it called, the dry farming. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of them get a lot of your type of dryback. But yeah, if you can catch it in the early stages and try to control it, you'll be okay. Obviously, just water the vines. Don't overwater them either. You know, you got to be, you know, specific on your schedule, but do maintain them with some water, because even in the winter they go dormant, but if it doesn't rain, they still need a little bit of water. That way they can still keep the juice inside their inside the bodies of the vines. So this is my quick little video. Hopefully you guys catch something new. This is Tape. Catch you on the next one. Órale pues, al rato.